Okay, so not sure if anybody would be interested, but I went through my meal plans and prep plans before operation, after operation, long-term exercise, all that good stuff. I went through all my emails, all my websites that were given to me by my doctor, and made myself a binder. I knew I was going to do this. I just didn't know I was going to do this soon. Pre-op, I thought I was going to do it a lot closer to my surgery date, but I wound up doing it now because I know once school starts, it's going to be a little bit harder to get my life together. So I'm trying to get my life together now. I put my email with my surgery dates, my pre-op dates right in the front. My follow-ups are in here. Everything I've paid out so far, because I am doing this out of pocket because my insurance will not cover it. My insurance is covering doctor's visits, and I know that I've had some, what do you call them, virtual doctor's visits. So we did those video chat doctor's appointments, and those were like $650. And my insurance only covered half of that. So I did have to pay like $330 some out of pocket for just the doctor's visits, and that was one. And I've had two so far, so I am waiting for that bill to come in the mail. Good thing is my care credit covers it. So if you do have care credit and you're paying out of pocket, if you don't have the care credit credit card, where I'm going, they will not take just the care credit, but they are taking just the care credit for the doctor's visit. So when I go online to the hospital website, they are taking it there. So I'm wondering what else it'll pay for if I pay for it online instead of like over the phone. So that is something that I'm going to take a look at. So for me, over the last eight years, anywhere I've looked here in Florida, at least in my local area, in the Orlando, Kissimmee area, this surgery, the gastric bypass, has been about $25,000 to $27,000. And like I said, my insurance has denied it every single time, which I think is ridiculous because it is for my health. It is considered to be medically necessary, so it is a medical necessity for me to get this done. But every insurance company I've had or I've changed to, because they say they cover it, but then they don't because of who you work for, has not covered it. And I just don't have $25,000 to $30,000 laying around. I do check in every once in a while to different doctors and things like that. And Advent Health here in Orlando did run a special. So they were offering the gastric bypass for $15,000, which is still a lot. I don't have that, but I knew I could get a loan, which I did have to take out a loan, and even the loan wouldn't cover all of it. So I did work a lot of extra hours this summer to make it happen. And like I said, Care Credit gave me quite a significant increase on my credit limit, but they wouldn't take it because that would have helped a whole lot, and it just didn't work. And they said like they randomly choose who they approve for the Care Credit visa. You can't just call and be like, I want a Care Credit visa. They randomly choose who it is, and they were very not helpful on the phone when I went through trying to figure out how to get the visa. I've had Care Credit for a long time, and I always use them for my vet bills. So I do like having them, and their payment plans are pretty easy, and I always pay over the minimum, so I always get it paid down a lot faster. So I'm actually hoping with maybe even the anesthesia fee or the facility fee that they do take Care Credit, even though I took out a loan. So we'll see. It would just be helpful. So I put that in this binder too. And then I took all the information that the doctor gave as far as, oops, that page isn't in there. Let's fix that. So as far as vitamins and supplements, which I told you, I've already gotten the Celebrate ones. They've been really helpful on the phone with switching anything out that I don't think I'll like or may not like or definitely won't like. They've been really helpful switching that out. So supplements, supplement checklist, what to do before surgery, how long before surgery to get things done, your diet progression, so when you're supposed to have your clear liquids, your full liquids, your pureed diet, your soft diet, your regular diet. And then it breaks down everything in your clear liquid diet. So that's the 2 days prior, which I'm doing the Celebrate pre-op 2 weeks of protein shakes and protein bars, so it'll be kind of close to liquid diet with the occasional, I think there are some meals in there you're supposed to have. I have to go reread it, but it's a lot of protein shake. What to do on your pureed and smoothie diet is all in here. So recipes, how many ounces, times to eat. So I think that that's really important for me because I suck at schedules. Like pretty much breaks down every half hour all day long, and then when to take your supplements, which is really good for me. And then a shopping list for your pureed diet. Which I want to do before I even go into surgery, because I don't know how long it's going to be till I can drive. Obviously, they said like it could be the same day. I'm not going to do it the same day. And again, I took off, or I'm planning to take off 2 weeks of work, but I'm planning on going back after a week, hopefully with no complications, because I can do light duty. And soft diet, so everything here you need for your soft diet: when to eat, how much to eat. Grocery lists, which again, I hate food shopping, I hate cooking, so this is going to be a learning experience for me. Baby steps. And then your regular diet. So this is 30 days past surgery, so I still have a while for this. This isn't going to be till beginning of October that I get into that. Plenty of time to get familiar with this, sit down and read it, hopefully. I should, especially on my week off. And then there's grocery lists in here, food intolerances, so things that I could have an intolerance to. There's a whole page of them in here, just as prep, what kind of poultry to eat, if you should have deli meats, fish, meat alternatives, non-starchy vegetables. These are all good grocery lists for me to have because, again, I suck at grocery shopping. Examples of protein powders and protein shakes. I do see the Muscle Milk, the Myoplex, the Advent, Edge, and then the Fairlife is on here too. Quest protein bars are on here. I see those everywhere. Power Crunch. I know I like the Power Crunch, so we'll see. And then protein powders are all on here. Protein supplements, and then low carb swaps, which is really handy to have. So what to swap out, like if you're, because I like crunchy things, salty, so chips and cracker swap outs, bread swap outs, or tortilla swap outs, bariatric friendly foods, exercise plans, when to exercise, what to eat before and after you exercise, which I normally screw up. Even when I was doing CrossFit, I would not eat for hours after, and yeah, downhill. How often, intermittently, and then long-term plans, so the reset and recommit, everything from grocery store foods to takeout foods like Chick-fil-A, Olive Garden. I'm just reading from Panda Express, which I wouldn't think anybody could eat at after this. Jimmy John's? Cheesecake Factory? I guess there are things that you can have, but again, this is like way long term, so I'm thinking this is all stuff that's like 5-6 months out and forever. And then there's frozen meal option, which I am known for, especially at school. It's just easy to bring a frozen meal. Calories are already there, so especially when I was doing Weight Watchers, it was just easy to put smart ones in the microwave. So the frozen meal options I know is something that I know that I'm going to be good at. Not that it's something I need to rely on, but it's good to have these to know which ones are good, which ones are bad. Atkins frozen meals I see, Healthy Choice, Trader Joe's. I might have to start going to Trader Joe's. I haven't been there in a long time. Soups, so canned soups, which ones to get, which ones not to get. Prepackaged breakfast. I am horrible at getting breakfast in. But anyway, I made this, printed everything off. We'll be keeping this with me. Definitely studying it. I think if you're somebody like me that constantly is in fear of messing up, not always sure which website you went to or where that doctor's email is, printing off, and you notice I printed it in black and white. I was going to print it in color, and then I decided not to save myself some money and sanity. And then the sleeves I have because I'm a teacher and I'm always keeping sleeves with me. Printer paper too, so it wasn't too costly. I did have to buy printer ink because I was out of it anyway, so I was going to have to get it, but in good reference for the upcoming year and definitely the next upcoming few months. So yeah, I thought I'd share that with you. That's all.